right, it is 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm just going to make sure everything is working before we start. Again, I'm going to give it let's give it 1 minute. I'm going to officially start at 7:01, and then we can get started. And yes, it is 7:01. Welcome back, guys. It is your boy Bernardo Orocho from the server room, or the BTNHD. A lot of you know me from the BTNHD. Today is all about configuring and setting up the Synology RS2418 Plus. This machine, I'm getting it ready for my 9-to-5 job. Currently, this machine is, well, currently the Mac users are using the Buffalo TerraStation 3400R with SATA drives. And it's just old. The warranty went up and it's time for them to get an upgrade. So why not get a Synology? I always wanted to get the Mac users a Synology NAS server, but I never had the chance, and I got the opportunity, so I took it. So we are going to do a quick product review on it, and then we're going to do a little, a couple pictures of how it looks, and then we're going to go straight to it, right? Boom. So let's get started. All right. So I got a PowerPoint. I always love PowerPoints for some reason. So I'm going to switch the scene for you guys, and there goes our PowerPoint. Awesome. So I'm going to put this guy on full. Hopefully you guys are able to hear me with no problem. I'm hoping you guys are able to hear me with no problem. I'm going to switch real quick to make sure we are officially live and we're good to go. All right. For those individuals that are watching, let me know. Leave a comment at the bottom at the chat section, and just let me know you are able to hear me clearly. Not clearly because I'm crazy all the time, but at least you're able to hear me with no problem. Okay, so all right, stop yakking and let's get started, because this is the reason why you guys are here, right? All right, awesome. Boom. Let's put this on full. Okay, so I'm going to try to do the live stream in an hour. We are going to basically take all 12 bays, because the RS2418 Plus has 12 bays. There is another RS2418 Plus, which is RP. The RP one actually gives you 2 power supplies. This one right here only has 1 power supply. But when I open it up, which I'm going to show you guys the pictures and everything, it's pretty easy to remove the battery. It's like a computer tower. I was pretty surprised. It's not really locked into wires. It's really super simple to replace the battery supply. So I'm super happy about that. Now, don't get me wrong, the Buffalo TerraStation RS3400R that we have, what I'm going to do is have that as a backup. That one does have 2 power supplies. We purchased it with 2 power supplies. It's a good machine. It's just the hard drive is so slow. We have a videographer is constantly recording 4K at the job and rendering and working on the file server. It's just so slow with the SATA. So we're upgrading it to solid state drives. We're filling up all 12 bays with solid state drives, 2 terabytes. I'm debating whether or not to do a RAID 10 or RAID 5. And we'll go over the RAID calculator a little later to see what's what, right? All right, so let me stop talking and get to the PowerPoint. So some of the product highlights for the RS2418. So one of the things I like about this is, I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, cool. Is that it comes with 12 bays. The max fill capacity is 144 terabytes. Now, I think if I do a RAID 5 with 2 terabyte solid state drive, fill them all up with, fill all 12 bays up, I think I get 22 terabytes. Currently, the Mac users are using close to 15 terabytes of space. That's a lot. The entire size of the server is, I think, 17 terabytes. Wait, yeah, but we're doing some archiving, we're doing some cleanup to reduce the size, but it's pretty huge. 144 terabytes is awesome. So if I do a RAID 5 with all 12 bays, 2 terabytes, I'm gonna get close to, it's gonna be 24 terabytes, but I think 22 terabytes is gonna be used. That would be your storage, and then the other 2 terabytes would be for recovery. I think if you do a RAID 10, it's split in half and half. There would be 12 terabytes use of storage, and the other 12 would be like I think recovery or something. So again, we go over the calculator pretty soon. All right, it's housing a 2.1 gigahertz Intel Atom C3538 quad core processor. That's pretty cool. 4 gigs of 2133 megahertz DDR4 RAM. You could upgrade it up to 64 gigs. I have to talk to my IT manager because I definitely want to upgrade the memory to 8 gigs or maybe 16 gigs. Now, I forgot to show you guys. I'm gonna switch right now. So this is the server right here. All right, I got the power cable. I have an orange heavy gauge cable right here. I'll show you guys right now. Got the heavy gauge right here. This box right here is from B&H. This box has 11 solid state drives. I think we purchased the Samsung Evo, and the small box right here has the power cables as well as the screws, and it has it has the 12 solid state drive. So we're going to open all that stuff up, so don't worry about that. Okay, now back to the PowerPoint. Another highlight, it comes with 4 gigabit Ethernet ports. I'm thinking about taking 2 gigabit Ethernet port 1 and 2, and I might do a team NIC on both of them, or I'll probably do incoming and outgoing traffic. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It goes up to 1400 megabytes per second sequential read speed. That's pretty fast. And this really depends on the storage device. Solid state drive, oh, that definitely will go up. Up to 2700 iSCSI 4K random write ops. And then this is the cool thing. Now, we didn't do this with this current machine, but I am debating whether or not to do this. It does come with a PCIe 3.0 slot. When I show you guys the pictures, I'm going to show you where that slot is located. But it allows you to upgrade that slot with a M.2 solid state drive adapter or a 10 gigabit NIC adapter card. I'm definitely trying to stress, maybe, I don't know, I'll probably go into this. I don't know what I would. It depends on pricing. And a single power supply, which sucks. Like I said before, the RS2418 RP Plus comes with dual power supplies, but it's going to cost a lot more. I think it's going to cost maybe $300, $400 more. Not too sure. And it supports RX1217 RP expansion unit. At the back of this particular machine, this guy right here, there's a port, kind of a weird port, but underneath the port it says expansion. That's where you will hook up, you know, an RX1217 to expand it. So I don't know. There's a good chance I might expand it. I don't know. Who knows? And it supports 24 drives NAS plus expansions. That's awesome. So I'm able to increase the drives. Right now, currently it has 12 drives, but I'm able to increase it with an expansion of 24 drives. That's cool. And the price tag, it is around $1,700. I think the RS2418 RP Plus will cost, I would say, 19, maybe up to the $1,900. You're probably saying to yourself, why didn't you get the RP Plus? I don't know, because it's not like I'm eliminating the Buffalo TerraStation 3400. I'm going to use that as a backup. So if something happens to Synology, the TerraStation will kick in and my Mac users are still able to use that, you know, that NAS server until we get the Synology up and running. So I'm going to create a script that's going to constantly, like robocopy, it's going to constantly copy this stuff over to the old server. So if anything happens, you know, we could tell the users, okay, mount this server and continue working until we get you guys up and running, right? Now, for the drives, like I said, we are using the Samsung 2 terabyte 860 Evo SATA 3 2.5 internal solid state drives. Again, we have 12 of them. Price tag on that guy is $349. Really pricey. Jesus Christ, it's crazy. They're 2 terabyte storage capacity. They're SATA 3 6 gigabit per second interface, 2.5 form factor. The read and write speed is up to 550 megabytes per second. That's for the read, and for the write is only 512 megabytes per second. So that's pretty fast. And it also has, you know, AES 256-bit hardware-based encryption. So these are some of the pictures. This is the front view of the Synology RS2418. Such a nice little machine. So this is the power supply right here. Not power supply, sorry, the power button, status alerts. And I'm assuming this right here is if it alerts you are able to disable, you know, like unmute it. And this is one of the, I'm calling this like bay 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? This is the other side, RS2418. Cool. This is a front view. Crappy shot, kind of blurry. I apologize for that. And when you press this little button right here, it kind of eject the little handle. This is the spring, and this is one of the cradles. And I kind of like, I want to thank a viewer out there, because it was like, oh, you don't have to purchase the cradles. You could fit a 2.5 solid state drive here. So these little slots right here is for your solid state drive. So I'm gonna zoom in. So these guys right here, 1, 2, I think 3 and 4, or for the 2.5. Now if you're doing 3.5, I'm assuming it would be this guy right here. It looks like this is a slot here, here, and here, and maybe here. Cool. This is the back. This is the power supply. Now it's pretty strange with the power supply. You you plug in the power cord, but it has a switch. Like I said, this machine feels like a PC, like a personal computer, like one of the towers that I built for myself, because the majority of the power supplies, the PSUs, come with this switch to turn off and on. But you have to turn this on, and then on the front part, press the button to turn it on. And this is the fan. And this is next to it. You got the comp, and then you got your 4 gigabit Ethernet ports, RJ45s, and then you have two 3. I think these are 3.0 USB. And right next to that, this is your expansion slot, and this is your reset button right here. And this is just a nice quick view. Now this slot right here, next to the expansion, this is where you insert your M.2 solid state drive adapter, or your 10 gigabit NIC adapter. Okay. So this button right here, there's 2 buttons on both sides, left and right. So I think if you press it and you lift, it will give you the location of the fans. So these fans are extremely easy to remove. So you see this guy right here. you could just basically just take it, pull it out, and then replace it, slap it in there, and then you're good to go. So I like that. So not a typical server, because normally, like for me, I'm a Dell man. That's what we use at my 9-to-5 job is Dells. You have to take the entire panel, and then on the front, that's where everything's at. On this one, you could just remove the fan panel. That's it. You don't even have to touch the panel where the motherboard and the memory and the CPU and the NIC, your adapters and stuff are located. And this is a nice close up of one of the fans. I haven't even turned this machine on at all. So we're doing all this live together. So I'm pretty excited. I definitely need to get this machine up and running. So my game plan is to configure this machine, like slap all the hard drives in, configure it with you guys live. And then I'm gonna take it to my LAN room, slap it in my LAN room. Well, I'm not gonna do the whole LAN room thing with you guys live, but I gotta slap it into the LAN room and start create a script so I can start syncing the stuff within the Buffalo TerraStation 3400. Start syncing that stuff overnight, because I have a deadline. My deadline is November 1st to get this up and running for the Mac users. And then if I could try to get this before November 1st, I could have some of the Mac users test it out. We could do some testing. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this. All right, so that's the panel, me putting the panel back. Now, to remove the entire panel where the motherboard is located, there's only one screw, and this is the screw right here. It's not these guys right here. It's this guy right here sticking out like a sore thumb. So you unscrew it, you take the panel out. Panel's pretty easy to remove. I think you just slide it towards you, and once you slide it towards you, this is it. Now this is a nice little bird's eye view of what it looks like. A nice little micro ATX motherboard. This slot right here is your PCIe. Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. This is where you insert your PCIe card. Again, it could be either M.2 solid state drive or a 10 gigabit NIC adapter. This is where your CPU. Such a small little heat sink. 4 slots for your memory. Again, this machine automatically comes with 4 gigs. I definitely need to talk to my IT manager to upgrade the memory. I'm thinking maybe 16 gigs just to be on the safe side. I just want to see how that works. This is the main power to power your motherboard. Cool. I think these 3 guys right here are for the fans or for the hard drives. I have a funny feeling it's for the hard drives. So, cool. Again, this is the nice little close-up of the PCIe slot. Heatsink, CPU, memory again. This is the main power supply for the motherboard, which kind of goes into the power supply, which is this guy right here. Again, the power supply, like I said, it looks so easy to remove and to replace. Just gotta make sure you have the correct power wattage. Off the bat, I don't know what's the power wattage. I could open up right now and check, but I don't want to do that. And these are the 3 connections. Now, I'm assuming these 3 connections are for the hard drives, right? And then you have your CMOS. I like to call these quarter batteries. Cool. Now the procedures for the disk station manager. Now these are the following things that you have to do. Power on the rack station. Open a web browser on a computer connected to the same network as the rack station. All right, and then enter either the following to the address bar of your browser: find.synology.com or rackstation:5000. Those are the procedures. And that's it with the PowerPoint. Now, I'm going to show you guys real quick. Right now, I currently have 3 devices on my UniFi switch, which my good friend from Alex, he is a huge fan with UniFi. So I said to myself, why not? Let's test it out. So I purchased a a router as well as a switch, and I've been testing it out and it works amazing. So I'm going to plug in the Synology into the fourth one, but before we do that, we need to take all the cradles out, all 12 cradles, and start installing our solid state drives, because that's extremely important. Now before we do that, Synology does provide you an awesome little RAID calculator. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bays. We're doing 2 terabytes. So we're going to fill these guys up with 2 terabytes. Now, if I do a RAID 5, it gives me 22 terabytes with 2 terabytes of used, which is used for protection. If I do a RAID 10, which gives me 12 terabytes, and it gives me a lot more protection, which is awesome. But the problem is, currently, the Mac server is already using 5 terabytes. Now, SHR and SHR2, I have the slightest clue what the hell those two things are. So we're gonna, you know what? I'm gonna Google it. Why not? Let's Google this. All right, so Synology, and then when was the other one? SR2. So it looks like these two formats are known within the Synology world. All right, so I guess. All right, so zoom in. Okay, I just want to take a look because I've never did an SHR. So this is a hybrid RAID. So Synology hybrid RAID SHR is an automated RAID management system for Synology designed to make storage volume deployment quick and easy. If you don't know much about RAID, SHR is recommended to set up the storage volume on your Synology. So basically, SHR is the type of RAID if you don't understand what the hell you're doing. If you don't understand what's a RAID 5 or a RAID 10 or the concept of it, if you want to play it safe, do SHR. You will learn the different types of SHR and their advantages, disadvantages, and blah, blah, blah. At the end, you'll be able to choose. Okay. So, automated, yeah. Expand, maximize storage capabilities, even if they do not have a fine grasp of, okay. SHR allows for disk 1 or disk 2 worth redundancies, meaning that SHR volume can suffer up to 2 disk loss, and the data volume still be available for use. Note a RAID volume, either classic RAID or SHR, is not backup system. Yeah, I know that, right? Is SHR, which is Synology hybrid RAID, required? No, it is not necessary to use it. Is based on a Linux RAID management system and is completely optional to use. Not only benefits expert users, traditional RAID systems, but also novice users with a little technical background with seek of storage protection. However, it's not supported across all Synology NAS models. Ooh, see? That's a problem. For models that do not support SHR, please refer to this link. So that's interesting. For expert users, classic RAID levels are recommended if they prefer to manually manage. Yeah, I'd rather manage the RAID system. I might stick with RAID 5. Because RAID 10, you know, it's nice, but 12 terabytes is not enough, especially if my Mac users are already using 15 terabytes. I'm trying to think maybe 5-8 years along the road, and you know they're using a lot of space. So this is classic RAID with 1 disk redundancy. And this is SHR. But I want to see, I want to see this. So some of the models, so SHR availability on all these models, and volumes can be created, used, and expanded. SR is not supported. 1 bay model. All right. SHR looks like it supports a lot of the expansion bays. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. I just find it kind of interesting. Classic RAID, blah blah blah, 2 disk. You know, this is to use 2 disk redundancy that you would need 4 drives to minimum to create the volume if you want to expand 2 disks. Wasted storage 0. 8 terabyte of redundant storage. 4 terabyte redundant. I'll probably just go straight for yeah, because if I do a RAID 5, it gives me 22. Still gives me 2 terabyte of used protection. There's a good chance 22 terabytes is not going to be used. I'm trying to force my Mac users to do some archiving. There's a lot of projects that are super old. Everyone should do archiving, and it's the worst nightmare of any system administrator when you have so much crap within your storage, within your file share, and it's not being used, it's not being touched. It's there 5-10 years and no one wants to touch it. And they're so scared of removing it because they never know. It's 5 years, 10 years, no one's touched it. Remove it out the damn server. So I'm gonna go straight with the RAID 5. Screw it. If I do the Synology hybrid RAID, it still gives me the same. If I do version 2, it gives me less but more protection. RAID 6 is equivalent to the same as the Synology hybrid RAID 2. I'm gonna go straight with the RAID 5. Screw it. All right, so we're gonna switch it right now. Hopefully you guys are okay. You guys are chatting like crazy. I'm gonna check the chat real quick, and a lot of you saying SHR in Synology RAID for different size. Go for RAID 5 or 6. I would do RAID 6. Yeah, I would do RAID 6, but it's like I do understand they're giving me 4 terabytes. I kind of understand. Okay, so I understand that if I do the RAID 6, they are giving me 4 terabytes of, used for protection. Now, that's making me think like that 4 terabytes used for protection is, that RAID 6 is better than that RAID 5. I definitely don't want to do that RAID 10 because it's half and half. And like I said before, the Mac users are already using more than 12 terabytes. So RAID 5 or RAID 6, but RAID 6 is looking pretty to me, man. And I was loving RAID 5, but that 4 terabytes of use for protection, it's looking good. All right. So I definitely, I don't know. We see what happens. All right, so let's go inside the Canon. I'm going to take the boxes. All right. So I got a nice little close-up for you guys so you guys see what's going on. I want you guys to be part of it. I got to open up slow because I don't want it to hit the mic. I got the quick installation guide. I got the power cable here. So I'm going to take the power cable out. Like I did an unboxing for you guys, so hopefully you guys check that out. And, just taking it out the box. I don't know how a lot of people love unboxings for some reason, but it works. Okay, so you got the 2.5. And also you have 3.5. So 3.5 I'm leaving inside the box. And I'm definitely going to be using these. I got my little Phillips screwdriver on the side. And then we have one of the Samsung 2 terabyte 680 Evo. Now this is one of them. The big box right here. Big box right here. I haven't even opened it yet. Hopefully I have all 11 from B&H. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to chuck this box to the side. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to use my knife. Open this guy up real quick. cool. All right, so that's one of them. You got 2. 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. All right, awesome. So we have all 12 of them. Ooh, sweet. All right, so I got a crap load of them. That's a lot. All right, so what I'm going to do is start opening these guys up with you guys. We're doing like a live unboxing of 12 solid state drives. Isn't that amazing? The stuff that we could do online nowadays, it's crazy. All right, we got one person saying that RAID 5 is too risky. It's 12 drives. RAID 6 would be the best here. Well, I agree with you. I agree with you. So this is one drive right here. Boom. Yeah. Pop this guy out real quick. Put it to the side. We'll throw this to the box. Throw that inside the box. Well, we kind of fixed. So Gordon, we did fix the speed. We just eventually we upgraded our network switches to gig switches. I know it was a while. You know, it's been a while. But when the CEO wants everything fast, you know, the money starts coming out. So he definitely purchased a bunch of gig switches. We even have a couple of switches with 10 gigabit. So we upgraded our internet bandwidth. So we've been getting a lot of cool toys at the 9 to 5 job because the CEO wants everything to work. You know, and you know, I'm like, all right, I'm spending all the money. So yeah, I'm gonna do definitely a RAID 6. Speed wise, like right now, I don't think they would have any speed wise. I am going to do a lot of testing to see. So far, I opened up what 4, 5. I'm like literally doing unboxings live with you guys to open up all these things. It's awesome. So if you are into unboxing, this is definitely getting. You're definitely loving it. Just want to take all these guys out. Once I take all of them out, then we could start taking out the drive bays inside the NAS. There we go. I don't need a knife anymore. Well, with the Mac servers, Gordon, the Mac servers are not going to be part of the 1 gig switch. So we're moving them to a one of the higher end switches. I think one of the switches, I'm trying to remember. Let me see if I could gig switches. Trying to remember which one we purchased. I know it was a Cisco 10 gigabit Ethernet switch, and I think it's a 4900. I'm not too sure which number it was. We did do some testing for speed-wise with the new switches, and everything was working pretty smooth. So Yeah. All right, let me continue doing this. I am reading some of the comments. You know, I do appreciate those individuals that are commenting, giving feedback. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the support that you guys are here watching me opening up 12 solid state drives. That's crazy. Well, that's true. We don't, and that's my case. That's the case that I'm going to like tell, you know, the CEO. Like, we need to get that 10 gigabit NIC adapter with the memory. So I'm definitely, like, you know, I was planning to get the M.2 solid state drive, but the game plan is to definitely get that NIC adapter. So I might have to purchase the, I wonder how much that's going to cost. 10 gigabit. Synology card. I wonder how much that's going to cost me. They don't give you a price though. Let's see. I wonder how much that's going to cost. RS2418. You know, I have to be ready. So when I tell them the price, we could be ready for that. Let's see. Wonder NIC adapter. I'm trying to look up. Trying to look up if, like, come on. I'm trying to look at where, like, where can I purchase it? I'd like to see at least how much it's going to cost to NIC adapter. Well, if you guys do find the link, send me the link, because I'm definitely going to plan to get the 10 gigabit network adapter. All right, so let me continue doing this so we can start hooking everything up. You can find it on eBay. Definitely you can buy it on eBay, or you could get it from Synology one. Yeah, if I get the Synology one, it's like I might have to sell one of my arms and, you know, legs for it. If I get eBay, it's like it's that 50-50 chance. Like, okay, do I trust this person that's selling me something from eBay? Is it worth it? Does it work? I think we not too long ago purchased a Cisco router and it was not working for us. So okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we have all 12 of them, and I'm going to switch to the Canon, and I'm going to go underneath and start taking everything out. Amazon is also a good place too. All right, so I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to take my headphones off, and I'm going to start taking, you know, the bays out, okay? Oh, my man. Oh, so what's the price? Because for some reason the chat, oh, that's not that bad. $270? Dude, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. So that's not that bad. Look at that. Dude, that is nothing. That is nothing. $270 is nothing. Wait a minute. I want to see if I buy a lot of stuff from B&H, right? And B&H doesn't even support me. So let me look it up in B&H, because I could probably get this like tomorrow. Talk to my boss and be like, hey, we need this. Dude. Oh, my man. Thank you so much for sharing that for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm definitely going to pick this up. So that's awesome. All right, so let me start taking out the bays, okay? All right, so I took all the bays out, and let's start inserting these hard drives in there. Cool. All right, let's take the first one out. Slap this guy in there. It's so small. Flip this guy over. Doing all this stuff live. We're setting this stuff up live. Should get the screws out. And give me black screws, and I'm putting it on a black table. Amazing. Yeah, Gordon. Yeah, the majority of a lot of switches nowadays are getting less expensive, but I think a lot of the switches, like especially Cisco, the Cisco iOS images are so confusing. All right, so let's screw this guy. Like, guys are actually seeing me screw hard drives in. Can't fast forward this now. I'm hoping the screwdriver works. There we go. Yeah, you got it in. That's what she said. But this is 2.5 ones, right? 2.5. Yeah, I gotta do this 12 times. Sugar. I have to do this 12 freaking times. Oh boy. So yeah, for those that are joining right now, you are joining the most boring part. It's like watching paint dry, because you are watching me set up solid state drives into the cradle. All right, we got one of them. It's nice and secure. All right, so I'm going to put this guy to the side. And let me grab another one. And I'm going to insert them, so give me one sec. All right, got one in. And many more to go. Throw that out of here. Get out of here. Let's put this guy in here. That made Gordon. That made life so easy. Toolless. Just insert them. Just like it has like a nice little sleeve or something. You just slide them in and you're done. It locks in. But no, they gotta make it so tough. Let's put screws. Give us these little screws. I do notice that. Okay. Never mind. I was going to say I do notice that the screws don't really lock in there, but they do lock in there. It's just my imagination. I'm going crazy. I think this is the hard part right here. This right here is the hard part, guys. This is the hard part. 11 more to go. Actually, yeah. 10 more to go. I'm about to put the second one in right now. All right, here comes the next one. This is my life. I think this is every IT person's life. This is what we do. This is what we love. You know, if you join IT, this is what you love doing. Getting your hands in there. Just make sure all the holes are lined up on the solid state drive, so when I insert that screw, I'm able to unscrew it. I guarantee you, it feels like right now when you guys are watching me, it feels like a repeat, like it's constantly repeating. It's not repeating, trust me. It's just we're doing the same process 12 freaking times. We're inserting hard drives on the RS2418 plus NAS server. This is my third one right now. Many more to go. All right, cool. I'm like literally tossing stuff around, like tossing it. I don't need this. I don't need this crap. Like seriously, I don't want you guys to kill yourself and look at this. So go grab some, like a beer. Grab a beer for me, or some water if you don't drink alcohol. If you don't drink alcohol, or orange juice or something, go grab something. Go use the bathroom. Come back. Again, we have to do this 12 freaking times before we can actually get in there. Start setting this guy up. This is too funny. I'm like super focused right now. You should see my face. I'm like, oh, you could see my face in the corner, a little corner. You can see my face. I'm like super focused right now. Like, get in there. All right, it's locked in. Let's put the fourth one in. There we go. Oh, Jesus. It's crazy. Now, I feel like the screwdriver is not screwing. Like it's playing with me. Like, are you working for real? All right, but then it is working. We got my good friend saying. Got Robert. He's already doing fiber in his house. That's awesome. All right, let's put the other one in. Yeah, so again, I'm doing this 12 times. So I would say come back later. I'm probably, this is definitely not gonna, I'm not gonna finish at 8 o'clock. I was trying to do it 8 o'clock kind of stream, but yeah, this is definitely not going to be 8 o'clock 1 hour thing. So I would say come back around 8 o'clock. I should be finished slapping all 12 of them inside the machine, and you could probably catch me configuring it. Ugh, see, this one is like playing with my emotions. Like, are you screwing in? There you go. Like why are you playing with my emotions? Like, get in there. Sheesh. Ugh. I'm like sweating right now. Seriously. All right. All right, we're getting there. We got 6 more to go. Yowza. 6 more to go. Again, if you're joining me now, this is not a loop. We are not doing this in a loop. Okay? This is me physically inserting 12 2 terabyte Samsung 860 Evo solid state drives into the 2418 plus NAS server from Synology. So I don't want you guys to think, oh my God, a live stream that's going in loops. No, it's not going in loops. I'm doing everything. I'm literally putting all this stuff together. There we go. All right. If I stay quiet, it's because I'm like super focused right now, screwing stuff on the cradle. You know, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. It's just like, ugh, this is Jesus, is crazy, nuts. You would think I would do this before the stream and be like, oh, voila, it's all magic. Nah, I wanted you guys to see the stuff come out the box. This is for real. You know, no hitting magic or anything like that. Get that real experience, right? All right. Okay, we got one more for that column. You can probably hear the noise of me throwing the boxes to the side. It's like, I don't need you guys anymore. Get out of here. I'm excited. I'm getting excited because I got 4 more to go. If you're including this one. Just gonna make sure it's lining up. There we go. Don't give me problems. Screws are so small. I'm like, please don't lose them. There we go. There we go. Oh, you're talking about WSUS package publisher? I think I did a live stream with that. Like a straight live stream on the, I think it was season 2 of the server room. I'll show you guys how to configure it on the WSUS, how to install it, and all that other stuff. So I think that video's out there. It's already out on the channel. Promoting myself during the stream. Isn't that sucky? I'm sorry about that. I don't mean to be that type of YouTuber. But you know, the content is there for you guys, right? All right, one more to go. One more to go. Say, Robert, hey, Bernardo, working in a data center like Google, 50,000 plus servers, having to install hard drives in a brand new location. You go home with, sheesh. I can imagine that. Jesus Christ, 50,000 plus servers. Woof. Yeah, but Robert, you probably have like a strong team with you that's helping you do that stuff. Like, I'm doing everything on my own. I'm hoping you have a team. I don't mind doing this. This right here is like therapy to me. Like, this is relaxing. It's like a meditation, like wax in, wax out, wax in, wax out. Or screw in and tight the screw. Oh, we're getting close, man. We're getting close. Close. And we could insert the power cable, insert the Ethernet cord onto the switch, which would be port 4. My finger's jamming up. My finger it literally just jammed up on me. Wow. That's crazy. This finger's jamming up on me. That's old age. Alrighty then. right, 2 more to go. Whoa. Also, make sure that you're putting it the correct way, right? You make the mistake and you put it like this because you're not paying attention. You like screw it down. It's like, oh my gosh. We're close. We're close. 2 more, including this one. Hoping I don't have any issues with the damn screws. Just insert and screw down. Excellent. Ugh, damn fingers cramping up on me. Yeah, it looks like the stream is going to be 2 hours. Damn. I didn't know it was going to take this long. I should have planned well. Should have planned this a little bit better. But I wanted you guys to see, my middle finger on my left hand is cramping up. It's locking up on me. I wanted you guys to see everything, right? The beginning, like this finger is locking up. Yeesh. All right. Last one. You hearing all that noise? That's me throwing away those little plastic holders for the solid state drives. This is the last one right here. And then we will insert the power cable, the Ethernet on the 4th port on my UniFi switch. Ow. Looks like we have extra cable, so I'm definitely going to put it inside this little bag right here. Excellent. Fingers. So what is the use for the Synology SMB? Is going to be a AFP, Apple File Protocol, for the Mac users. That is the protocol that I'm going to be using. Yeah, AFP. Yeah. That's what I have right now enabled with our Buffalo Terror Station 3400R. I have Apple File Protocol, AFP. Oh shoot, look at this. Oh, both screws were stuck. This is the last screw. And we're done. Awesome. Beautiful. All right, last one. Cool. Let's insert this inside the server. All right, so we have all 12 solid state drives inserted. I am literally putting the extra 2.5 hard drive screws in here. They gave us 4 extra ones. Put that to the side. I don't need that right now. They gave you a manual. Put that to the side as well. I don't need that. And we are going to do the following. So I am going to insert the power cable, which, did I put the power cable? Okay, so the power cable is right here. Power cable. Dun, 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 dun. And also have the Ethernet cable as well. Okay, so, and I also want to show you guys that port 4 is where I'm going to insert the NAS, and we're going to do our thing. Okay, so switch it. I'm going to take my headphones off, and I am going to disappear shortly. Well, I'll be around here. Okay. All right, awesome. So it is done. I have to switch. I gotta turn on the switch in the back, right? And then I could press the power button over here because right now I can't press it because there's no. Oh shoot, my backs. It is on. Huh. Ha. Cool. It is on. Ha. It's on a 1, not a 0. So it's on. And let's go real quick. So port 4 just lit up. So I'm gonna zoom in for you guys. What I did? Blah blah blah. So yeah, port 4 just lit up. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's beeping. Something's happening. Ooh, look at all those green lights. Oh, that's so sexy. I'm excited. All right, so it looks like you got an orange light with status. So I think the next thing that we need to do is I'm gonna switch it up to the primary so you guys can view. I'm gonna close all this stuff up. Again, big thank you for giving me the link. Well, he gave me the Amazon link, but I'm definitely gonna purchase this guy right here. Pick it up on Monday so I can hook it up to this machine. Ooh, cool. Alright, let's close all this up. And it's part of this network right now. So if I open up a new tab, and I think it was either find, let's do find Synology.com. Let's see what happens. It's searching. Searching. Nice. Ooh, there it goes. Nice. So let's click on connect. We are going to agree. Okay. It's loading the information. And we're definitely going to do a setup. And install disk manage. Install disk station manager, DSM. DSM is the operating system running on the Synology NAS. Install the latest DSM for the new features. And it says install now or manual. What's manual install? Oh, okay. Let's do install now. Please select a. Oh, wait a minute. Install the latest. Install now. All data on the hard drive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 will be removed during the installation. Are you sure you want to proceed? Well, if you guys can't see me, zoom in for you guys. Yeah, why not? They're brand new hard drives. There should not be any type of information in there. So that's going to take a while. It says the rack station will be ready in approximately 10 minutes. Do not turn off your power during the procedure. So that's doing that thing. Kind of sexy. Look at that cannon. It's blinking like a mad person. Doo, 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 doo. Just focusing the camera because I want you guys to see. It was kind of blurry, but I want you guys to see, the awesomeness. Look at that green. Looks like the Incredible Hulk is in there and is doing his thing. Oh, yeah. So right now we are just waiting for it to finish. I'm gonna mute myself and also disappear. And while this is going, okay. All right, so it wants me to create a server name, username, password, confirm the password, and make sure it's strong. So the server name is going to be the following. I am going to make it This is always the tough part for me. Like, what should you call it? Now, I know it's for the marketing. I should call it the marketing server, or I should call it the communication server or marketing server. I'm just going to call it marketing. Let's call it marketing for now. And for the username and stuff, I am going to just going to switch it for you guys. I'm just going to switch it. Yeah, I know. Some of you guys are like, well, you probably already know where I work, because if you search me, you're gonna know it's gonna pop up my job website. So I work at the JCC Association. I work at a J. So yeah, that's not a secret. And if you look me up, you already know where I worked at my 9-to-5 job, right? So. Okay, the server name, I'm giving it marketing. It gives you a nice little, the server name will appear on the login page on your RS2418, and it will, and when it's searched within your local network, username, administrator, account for logging in. I gave it JCC admin. Password, I gave it my password. Make sure, okay, gotta make sure I remember it. And then hit next. I definitely don't want to save anything. And it says the DSM update and maintenance. Protect your rack station and important data. Install the latest DSM version automatically. Install updates on. Notify me. See, I would like to be notified, right? That the DSM updates and let me install them manually, because this is like the worst case scenario and I don't want that. So every Tuesdays and Saturdays is good for me. I like weekends only, and for me, I'm normally in the shop 8 o'clock. All right. You can run smart tests to check the health of my hard drive. I like that. I wonder if this slows down. I don't think this slows down. A quick test will perform on all your hard drives every month. Oh yeah. I definitely need that. Keep that. Enable batch set to warning for drives. Definitely going to keep that as 50, which is the default. And I'm going to hit next on that. And set up the quick connect. Quick connect makes it easy to access Synology RS2418. This is super awesome. I like this feature. I'm definitely going to cross all this stuff out. So I'm going to switch it to that. I'm not trying to be rude to you guys, but I don't want you guys to see my information. All right. Dun, 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 dun. I can't type. Like, what's going on? All right. So right now I'm just doing agreeing all this information, clicking on next. It's creating my account. I'm gonna switch over because I don't know what's gonna pop up, right? All right, so the quick connect that I added was like, no, you can't use that quick connect. So let me see if I typed another one. See if that one's not being used. That one's also used too. Let me see. Doom. All right. So I think I found a quick connect. Awesome. So I'm not going to show you guys my quick connect. All right. I'm not. I love you guys, but I'm not going to show you my quick connect. But I will show you how it looks. So once you find a quick connect that has not been used, right, you will see the address there, and then you are able to copy and paste the address into your URL address bar. Hit enter. It's going to load up. It's going to start talking to your server, and then you're able to log in remotely. I think I have one of my Synologies that I have at home. That's the way I'm able to access it. So yeah, I'll switch it back to the beautiful green. It's nice and sexy. And I definitely need to make a copy of that. So I should have left that there. And RS24. So what I'm doing right now, again, is this, again, you gotta understand, guys, this machine, I'm configuring it for my 9-to-5 job. So there are certain things I just cannot show you. I am making a cheat sheet so I could have the link, start testing stuff out. And once you hit next on that page, it's gonna say, yeah, let's take a quick guide tour on the DSM. Share my Synology device network location to allow me to locate. Nah, I already know it's going to be. It's gonna be housed and located inside my LAN room. So I'm definitely gonna not check that, and we're gonna hit go. And device analytics. Synology needs. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys so you guys can take a look. Synology needs your help in enabling us to improve your usage experience. Blah blah blah. No thanks for now. Tip 1, access all your built-in install packages from the main menu. You have tip 2, discover more applications in package center. Tip 3, more settings are available in the control panel. And ooh, look at that, got my IP address. I definitely need to change the IP address. So this IP address is definitely not going to be the final IP address of the server. Again, I'm going to be hooking it up into my 9-to-5 network, but for the hell of it, I added it into my BTNHD network. Cool. DSM help offers comprehensive articles to help you find information. Do not automatically definitely don't want that to pop up every time. I already seen this before. Cool. All right. Let's go inside control panel. And within control panel, let's try to remember advanced mode. We're not doing the DHCP server, which is pretty cool that you're able to do that. Domain and LDAP, I'm definitely going to hook this guy up within my 9-to-5 domain, because I want to take advantage of my Active Directory users. I want them to log in using that. So yeah, I'll do that later. Trying to find external devices. I haven't touched the Synology server for a while. Updates. Are there any updates? Checking for the latest one. It's always good practice to check to see if you have the latest DSM update. Right now I have 6.21.23.82. It looks like it's up to date, so we are good. I don't need to update that at all. File station. There are no shares. I know that already. Ooh, I'm going to create a share. Well, I'm not going to create a share right now. but I do need to do this. This is what I was looking for. Storage manager. Where's the storage manager? There it goes. Put that out there, because that's what I was looking for. Close this. I was looking for this guy right here. Double click on that. All right, we have unused discs. We got 12 of them. They're all green. Look how beautiful they are. Just green. Sexy green. I'm a nerd. I love what I just, the color of every server is pretty, it's awesome. Even Dell's, it's just, I love it. Especially, have you ever gone into your server room when it's dark and you see all the lights on your switches, on your wireless controller, on all your servers? It's just, it's like Christmas lights. It's so awesome. I don't know. All right, so overview. This is a nice little overview. Okay. Ooh, initialize. They all initialize. 1.8 terabytes. Cool. Storage pool. Volume. There's no volume in your system. There's no storage pool in your system. So let's create a volume. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys real quick. The system will create a Synology hybrid. No. I want to choose my type and click on next. We're going to create a new storage pool. Now we got two types. You got better performance. This type of storage pool supports only a single volume but provides better performance. Higher flexibility. This type of storage pool supports multiple volumes, allowing high flexibility in space allocation. No, supports. No, see, I'm going to do better performance because it's going to be a single volume. Click next, and I am going to do the RAID 6. RAID 6 is similar to RAID 5, except it provides another layer of stripping and can sustain 2 drive failures. A minimum of 4 drives is required. The performance of RAID 6 is lower than the RAID 5 due to additional fault tolerance. RAID 6 becomes attractive when space and costs are important when obtaining multiple drives. Failures required. What's RAID 10? Oof. RAID 10 combines the benefits of RAID 1 and RAID 0. Read and write performance is increased, but only half of the total space is available for storage. 4 more drives are required, making the cost relatively high, but the performance is great while providing fault tolerance at the same time. In fact, the RAID 10 can sustain multiple drive failures, provided the failures are not within the same subgroup. RAID 10 is ideal for applications with a high input-output demand, such as the database. Damn, RAID 10 is sounding kind of sexy right now. Holy moly, RAID 10 is sexy right now. Dude. And what's... Oh my gosh. Ugh, 12 terabytes. I'm trying to think. I know they're currently 15 terabytes, right? I know my Mac users are currently using 12 terabytes, but with archiving and stuff, I could get them now, because I literally just started archiving and I removed a good chunk, like 2 terabytes. So technically they're running on 13 terabytes. If I finish off the list of what the marketing director gave me to archive, I could bring it down even lower. Oh, that RAID 10 is looking kind of sexy, guys. It's looking kind of sexy for me. I'm gonna go for it. Screw it. Boom. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna get that 12 terabytes. I gotta, you know, the Mac users, if they want that read and write performance, they got to stop, you know, with all the nonsense of having old data. If you're not using the data, let's archive it. Let's remove it out of there. That's what I've been doing. So I'm definitely going to do the RAID 10 for this. All data on the newly added hard drives will be erased. Are you sure you want to continue? Yeah, why not? I'll say, okay, perform a disk check. Yes, recommend on hard drives on which DSM was not installed before. No, batch sectors were not remapped during. Batch sectors will automatically remap if found. Performing disk check takes a longer time, but errors are less likely to occur during a volume. We're going to do yes. It's kind of weird by default. It says no, but recommended for hard drives on which the DSM was not installed before. All right, so I'm going to say no. Capacity is 10 terabytes. Available 11. I gotta check something out real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I apologize for that. I was just double checking the size capacity. It looks like I'm still archiving stuff behind the scenes on the old server, and it's removing a lot of stuff. So I'm going to stick with the RAID 10, and the size is great for it. So I'm definitely going to stick with that. Let's go to next. So it says recommended BTRF file system supports advanced features including file share, snapshots, and replications. Share folder quota. I know a couple of you guys, I saw like the chat stuff, like do RAID 5, RAID 6. But I'm loving the performance. I'm loving the performance, especially when I hook up the 2418 Plus with that 10 gigabit. Oh, this machine is going to be a beast. And that's what I want. I want to make my Mac users happy, especially my marketing director, which is also the video editor. And I need that speed. So share folder quota, advanced data integrity protection, and blah blah. The ext4 file system is widely used in the Linux operating system and can be easily migrated to rack stations running early. I'm gonna stay with the recommended and click on next. Nice information. Good. And we're going to apply. It's gonna start saving information. Cool. Look at that. That's awesome. Wow, that was fast. Dunsies. That's it. We're done. It is configured. There's a couple of things that I'm definitely going to talk to my IT manager. One, I want to see if we are able to, if it's in the budget, to see if we are able to get an expansion to maybe increase it to maybe 24 bays. That'd be awesome. Then I could have some hot spares available. That's awesome. And I'm definitely with the price that they are advertising for the 10 gigabit PCIe. $270 is not that bad. that's awesome, especially with the new switches that we receive. I could take advantage of that speed with no problem. Okay. Hard drives are good. Got no hot spares. That's okay. And let's go inside File Station. And there are no share folders available. If you want to go to the share folder page, create a share folder and click OK. So we are going to, this name is going to be communications or communication. I think that's the name. I gotta double check again. It's communications with a S. I think I spelled it right too. See if I could Google it. Google it. Yep, I spelled it right. And this is going to be the marketing file share. Yes. Hide this share folder in my network places. Yes. Hide subfolders and files from users without permissions. Ooh, I like that. If you don't have permissions, you should not be able to see it. Enable recycling bin. Restrict access to only administrators. Cool. How to set up a recycling bin empty schedule. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys so you guys can see a little better. So by default, this is not enabled, and I think this is not enabled either. Wait, enable recycling bin. What's this? How to set up. Task schedule allows you to schedule and run services or scripts as predefined times. Empties the recycling bin for a specific file share. In addition, retention policy settings allows you to control what files are permanently deleted when emptying the recycling bin. For example, files can be deleted or kept. Ooh, I definitely don't want that, so I'm disabling that. Hide the share folder in my network places. I don't want that. And hide subfolders and files from users without permissions. If you have no permissions, you should not be able to see it. And guys, you got to understand that I am encryption key, encrypt this share folder. I'm not going to encrypt it. Eventually, I'm going to add, let me move this stuff. Eventually, I'm going to add this into the domain LDAP. So the Active Directory user accounts, I have a particular group with marketing. That marketing group is going to be assigned to this share folder, and whoever's inside that marketing group will have access to it. So let's click next on that. Configure advanced settings. Enable data checksum for advanced data integrity. Says this option cannot be modified once the share is created. Enable data checksum for advanced data integrity. File self-healing and file system scrubbing are available to ensure. File compression. Data checksum must be enabled first. This option cannot be modified once the share. I won't do any file, and I won't give it a quota, but I definitely would do enable data checksum for advanced data integrity. To ensure service quality, we recommend not enabling data checksum when the share folder would be used for the following. I'm not hosting any database, and I'm not hosting any virtual machines. Storing video recordings or surveilling stations. I'm not using that, so I'm safe. Okay, we are good. Hide it in the Windows File Explorer. Hide from users without permissions. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And we are going to apply. It's going to process it, and we're done. So far, the only people who have access to the file share would be admin, and read and write permission would be the main account. Cool. And then eventually, when I add this guy inside our Active Directory, it will have access. Well, when I add it to Active Directory, I'm assuming that this will get populated with Active Directory users, and right here would be the groups as well. And this is where I could go inside file share, click on this guy, edit, and then go inside permissions, and then I could click here. Well, I'm assuming this is going to change as well, and I'm able to like pick an Active Directory group. And that's it. That's it for now. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I think the only thing that I have to do right now, I'm going to slap this guy inside the LAN room right now. I'm not going to show you guys how to do all that. Hopefully you guys know how to do that, right? Slap it inside the LAN room. I'm going to assign an IP address to this machine. And once I assign an IP address, we should be good to go. Now, if you don't know where assign to IP address, I'm going to show you guys real quick. So you will go inside. Let me close this up. You will go inside Control Panel. And within Control Panel, you go to Network. And within Network, you will edit your default gateway. And you will manually want to set up your DNS information and your network interface. Okay, so edit this guy. Right now, it's grabbing a DHCP from my switch. So that's why I have all this information. But when I slap it into my 9-to-5 job LAN room, I'm going to set an IP address within that subnet. The gateway, the DNS is going to match within my environment, my 9-to-5 environment. And then I'm going to start scripting and start copying stuff over to the share. All right. And that's it, man. It is 8:40 p.m. for those individuals that have joined in and watched me and gave me a lot of feedback. I know a lot of you guys was like, pick RAID 6 or pick RAID 5. I know one of you guys was really into it, but RAID 10 felt sexy to me. It felt nice. I think it was I believe Gordon was originally the one that was like, was it Gordon? Yeah, Gordon was the one that was like, dude, RAID 10. I'm trying to look at the comments right now. And I know he suggested do RAID 10. And I think Devar, he was like, no, dude, RAID 6. Yeah, so I had Dave and also Gordon say do RAID 10 is if you want raw speed with protection. But your bottleneck is going to be the NICs, not the disk, even if you have spin disk, which is true. I want the speed on the disk, but I'm going to be taking care of the speed wise because I'm going to purchase the 10 gigabit NIC adapter and then take advantage with the new switches that we have and make sure that all the Mac users are within that switch so they can have the speed. Other than that, man, thank you for joining so much. Thank you for chatting a storm at the chat. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Yeah, and that's it, man. Thank you so much. We're gonna take a quick look of the beautiful, look at the server. Awesome. Yeah, we're done. So I think the next thing that I'm going to do is just shut this guy down, go inside the LAN room and rack it up, and then start configuring, start moving some of the stuff over to the new share and see how it works out. So thank you so much for joining Bernardo. This guy in the server room, I'm tired. The server room happens in the blue. I think the next event that I'm going to have is I have to do an unboxing plus tell you guys what I'm going to do on the next server. I have the next server that I have in the lab right now is the Lenovo ThinkSystem SR570. I have that right now in the lab. I need to do an unboxing / first impressions plus what I'm going to be doing on the next live stream. I have to take care of that. Plus, I have a gaming machine in the lab as well. So make sure you guys check that out. Make sure you subscribe, like, do whatever you have to do. Thank you so much. And I catch you guys on the next one. Like, I always forget what to press to turn this off. So I think if I press this button, we should be good to go. Right? I think, right? This button? Is it finish? All right, guys. Thank you so much.